Hello everyone, welcome to this video where I am going to explore your subconscious mind so that you can discover what it means to dream of finding money. In other words, unexpected wealth. That, if you notice, it comes to symbolize the fact of solving all your problems of the present at once. That's what we are going to be talking about here, but before going into the analysis, in case you don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Robert. I am a psychoanalyst with more than 30 years of experience, and in case you want to have a psychoanalysis session with me, or in case you want the psychoanalysis of one of your dreams, just send me an email to the one that I am going to leave you here below in the description of this video, so I can tell you how you can join my consultation. Now, back to what it means to dream of finding money. This is a very important dream because from the outset, it is revealing that you are going through a phase of your life where you are experiencing a problem to which you want to find a quick solution in order to focus on other aspects of your existence. Those that are the ones that really matter to you. And this is very relevant because by dreaming about this, you are showing that your greatest fear arises from the fact of not being able to get out of a situation that is apparently very small, but that is paradoxically stagnating your whole life. In all probability, in the days before these dreams, you realized that this situation, that small problem that you did not give importance to, had ramifications that were unexpected for you. In practice, you became aware that everything that is preventing you from progressing in life is derived precisely from that little Gordian knot, we are going to call it, which is affecting every aspect of your existence. The problem is that paradoxically, despite the fact that it is almost inconsequential, clearly you do not know how to untie that knot, or more importantly, because here we are going to enter the psychoanalysis in its deepest state, what is really happening to you, which is revealing this dream, is that it is you who does not dare to unleash the problems that are limiting your own life. Deep down, this dream shows the fact that even if you do not want to admit it, you have somehow become a coward. Which is not to say that you are a coward. Rather, you are acting as if you are because you do not dare to make decisions that allow you to free yourself from all the problems that overwhelm you. Therefore, if you think about it, the fact of finding money in a dream is associated with an external agent being the one that allows you to find the solution to all your problems. Money makes everything easier for you, and that is why this dream is presenting itself in your mind. Because somehow, there is a psychic energy struggling to get out of your unconscious, which is revealing that what you really want is to be brave again. Brave enough to face those small, stagnant situations of your life, but to which you do not dare because you feel that if you do, everything you have built in recent years could collapse. Which seems very interesting because in practice, it is revealing that you associate your sense of self with everything that happens to you in your life. Let me explain. If something bad happens to another person, you associate it as that is also happening to you. And this can also occur in relation to organizations. For example, if a social group with which you identify suffers, you too will suffer too much. And there is the explanation why you feel so frustrated and so anxious lately. Your depressive states arise precisely from this psychic energy that you have repressed for many years. It costs you a lot, I would say too much, to be a totally individual person. You don't know how to live your individuality. You don't know how to enjoy yourself with your selfishness. But it is not that you are aware of all this. That is why I always point out that the function of psychoanalysis is that you can see how your unconscious works. Those energies of your psyche that operate in such a way that most of the time you perform actions without realizing the deepest reason why you do it. And that is the explanation why you are dreaming about money. In fact, it is very likely that even you are someone who has money in great quantity, and still this dream is going to be present itself in your mind. That happens because paradoxically, this dream is not talking necessarily about poverty or wealth, but about the fact that you want to enjoy your individuality again and, in a sense, be selfish with the world. Why? Because in all probability, in your own reality, you are the type of person who just gives too much to others. Put aside your individual self to work for others. But the point is that you have reached a point in your life where this system no longer works for you. You need to find that state of balance which allows you to enjoy your latent desire to live only for yourself and your own desires, without constantly feeling that state of guilt that leads you to think that you are someone evil for not helping others. Deep down, you are the person who cannot buy an ice cream, for example, without thinking that that ice cream could give it to someone else, and that causes your states of anguish. It is an energy of your psyche that is activated in your unconscious. That is why you will realize that every time you are enjoying life, something will arise inside you which will prevent you from doing it. And this also applies to people who lack money. It is not that they want to end their momentary poverty. To a very superficial degree, yes, but from a much deeper point of view, if you do not have money and you are dreaming of finding it, it is because even within the framework of your material needs, you are living situations where you do not have space to satisfy your own desires. Money is a symbol of that you want to have a kind of magic wand that allows you to go through the world doing what you really want and that you cannot do right now, simply because you think it is bad to live for yourself. And that is the energy of your psyche that this dream is revealing, that we need to liberate, redirect, and interconnect your unconscious mind, so that you can be the one who controls this psychic energy, so that you can eliminate the processes of frustration which you are living at this moment. But it is not that this has arisen in the present. As I always say, this is a process that has accumulated over many years. It is a psychic energy that you repressed. Your conscious self did it as a way to protect you, in order that you could adapt to the world that you had to live in your childhood and youth. But now that you are an adult, this structure of your mind no longer serves you, because this proves that your mind is not fully developed. That energy has to be released so that it can take its rightful place in your mind. Well, surely this arose in your childhood, where you must have lived in a family environment that made you think that the satisfaction of any of your desires was necessarily going to be something that implied being selfish. Deep down, you are the type of girl or boy who could not have a gift or buy an ice cream without being made to see that in the world there were many children who suffered infinitely more than you. And therefore, you had to be grateful for everything they gave you, even if you didn't like it. I don't know, they could buy you a pair of shoes that you didn't like, but you kept quiet on the basis of that premise. I cannot complain because to do so would be selfish. But the point is that in the present, now that you are an adult and have more freedom of action, you do not dare to exercise your selfishness. Well understood, of course, precisely because every time you satisfy what you want to do, that is, you make use of your own money to satisfy yourself, that is, to give yourself pleasure simply because yes, obviously you enter states of great guilt, which generate anxiety and from which frustration is derived. Because on the one hand, you feel that you deserve what you want, but on the other, you cannot help feeling very guilty. And that is what deep down is causing you to feel so depressed. Money is simply a symptom that is showing what is really happening in your unconscious. As you can see, this is a much more complex dream than it might seem. So you have to pay close attention in case you find yourself dreaming of finding money. For the same reason, you already know that if you want me to psychoanalyze some of your dreams or have therapy sessions with me, just send me an email to the one that I leave you here below in the description of this video, so that I can tell you the way in which you can integrate into my consultation. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video if it helped you in any way, and share it so that others can access to this kind of knowledge. Have a wonderful day, and with it, the most beautiful dreams. Bye!